working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Olivia LaVoice in for Alex Fisher. We begin today at 17 News at noon with breaking news out of Paris that you've been watching on an NBC special report. Firefighters are battling an inferno at the historic Notre Dame Cathedral. French media quoted the Paris Fire Brigade saying the fire is possibly linked to a renovation project on the church's spire, which you can see engulfed in flames. Now, part of the cathedral's spire has collapsed. French President Emmanuel Macron even postponed a televised national speech because of the blaze. Paris firefighters are still trying to limit the fire and are urging people in the area to stay back from the cathedral. Now, a group of nearly 30 local students are in Paris right now. This picture sent in by Grant Bingham, a teacher at Independence High School. He says they visited the cathedral in the morning and were across the river when the fire started. He says all students are fine and not anywhere close to the flames. They're in France for an education trip with students from Independence and Stockdale high schools. Now back here at home, firefighters responded this morning to a blaze in northwest Bakersfield. We have not heard from fire officials yet about this situation. It started in the garage area of a pest control business, but did not spread inside. There have been no injuries reported, and hazmat teams at the scene reported no contamination. The fire is now out. All lanes of Rosedale Highway are back open. One person died after a fire swept through a house in Bakersfield this weekend. These are photos of the aftermath of that fire. It happened on the 2400 block of Beach Street. The fire was reported around 12:30 in the morning. The man's body was found inside. 5 other people were displaced. The coroner's office says it's working to get a positive ID of the man and notify his next of kin. Arson investigators are looking into what caused it. Today, we learned the name of a man found dead after being exposed to carbon monoxide at a northwest Bakersfield home. It happened early Saturday morning at a home on Gallery Drive. County firefighters and Bakersfield police officers found a family in the home having a hard time breathing because of the amount of carbon monoxide inside. The man has been identified as 58-year-old David Medina. 7 others were rushed to the hospital to recover and are expected to be released soon. Carbon monoxide is an odorless and tasteless gas that can cause a person to lose consciousness and suffocate within minutes.
The signs and symptoms are if you're feeling very lethargic and you don't know why, and if everybody's feeling lethargic all of a sudden and feel like they need to take a nap, that could be a sign.
Once it enters the body, it displaces oxygen in the blood and deprives the heart, brain, and other vital organs of oxygen. Investigators believe the gas came from a generator at the house. Firefighters say the best way to know if you're in danger is to have a carbon monoxide alarm installed in your home. Now, we've also learned the name of a man shot and killed in Bakersfield Saturday night, possibly the 4th homicide in less than 7 days. The shooting happened at a shopping center on Panama Lane, just off of South H Street, around 11 o'clock Saturday night. Police found a man sitting in a car who'd been shot several times. Paramedics pronounced 24-year-old Daniel Jeremy Macias dead at the scene. According to our KGET homicide tracker, this is the 20th confirmed homicide this year. 2 people found dead in Lamont last week have not officially been declared homicide victims. Officers are looking for 2 people in connection with the shooting. BPD says one of the suspects is described as an 18-year-old Hispanic woman with dyed red hair. She was last seen wearing a red and orange striped shirt. The other suspect is described as an 18-year-old Hispanic man with a thin build, wearing dark clothing. They were seen driving a 1997 to 2003 green or blue Dodge Ram pickup truck. The Justice Department says a redacted version of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report is expected to be made public on Thursday. Attorney General William Barr received the report from Mueller last month. Democrats have been demanding an unredacted version of the document, which is about 300 pages long. Barr has warned Congress he plans to make redactions in the coming release, including grand jury testimony and material related to ongoing investigations. The House Judiciary Committee voted to authorize a subpoena to see the fully unredacted reports, but it hasn't been issued yet. Now, a deadly system of thunderstorms and tornadoes tore through the south over the weekend and is threatening the northeast today. It left in its track a path of horrific destruction with at least 8 people dead, including 3 children. Gabe Gutierrez has the latest from the hard-hit Alto, Texas.
It's hitting Shelby right now.
Overnight, the deadly storm system marched east, this twister ripping through Shelby, Ohio.
Oh my God.
High winds downing trees and power lines across the state. This after heavy rain, hail, and flooding pounded the south.
That's a tornado. That's it.
Back-to-back tornadoes sliced through tiny Alto, Texas.
I've been here all my life, and it's hard.
One of them, an EF3 twister, packing winds of 140 miles an hour.
We've got a water leak over here.
Cecil Morgan and his family huddled in his home, praying as the roof ripped off. The second twister destroying what was left. Residents now trying to salvage what they can. In nearby Angelina County, even more heartbreak. 2 young brothers, 3-year-old Jace and 8-year-old Dylan Creel, were killed when a tree smashed their family's car. The small town of Franklin, Texas, also took a direct hit. More than 50 homes destroyed.
Just gone. Everything's gone.
In Louisiana, torrential rain brought dangerous flooding. 13-year-old Sebastian Omar Martinez drowned in a drainage canal. Severe weather also swept across Mississippi, killing a 95-year-old man and injuring about a dozen others. Mississippi is under a state of emergency. Today, schools here are closed as a massive cleanup effort gets underway. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Alto, Texas.
Kevin, thank you. The California Living Museum, otherwise known as CALM, is celebrating spring break with its annual Spring Fling event. The 14-acre zoo just west of Lake Ming is welcoming spring with plenty of activities this week. It's already underway and will continue until Saturday, April 20th. Activities give the kids the chance to have animal encounters with the help of CALM workers.
Well, it's a great time for the families to come out and have a great day and spend it together. Enjoy your zoo, your local zoo, and learn about the animals that are in California and make it a day and support the zoos.
Kids up to 12 years old are free to attend with an adult. And if you miss this week's event, CALM is holding another special event on May 18th to celebrate the museum's 36th birthday. Now, the Kern County Museum also has plenty of activities to keep your little ones busy this week. The museum is hosting a spring break camp for kids ages 5 to 12. Activities each day of the week follow a different theme. Camp starts at 9:30 each day this week and runs to 3:30 p.m. It costs $110 for museum members and $135 for non-members. Call 437-330 to register or go to kerncountymuseum.org/springcamp. Now, we're getting ready for another barbecue. Wednesday, we're teaming up with the Bakersfield Homeless Center to raise money for families. It helps. Now, this is video from last year. You can drive through the KGET parking lot and pick up a box lunch with a burger, chips, cookie, and a drink, all for $5. For another $5, you can enter a raffle to win a 60-inch TV and Blu-ray player. The barbecue is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside our KGET studios at 22nd and M Streets. If you want to buy more than 10 lunches, call 322-9199 by tomorrow. In your 17 Business Watch, if you haven't finished filing your taxes, you might want to get to it. Today is the deadline to turn in your 2018 tax returns. The IRS says as many as 50 million taxpayers have yet to file. If you still have until midnight tonight to pay Uncle Sam. But if you're not able to make that happen, the IRS recommends filing for an extension. That will prevent taxpayers from paying late penalties, but it won't provide more time to pay tax money that is owed. Well, the Condors have done it once again. The Bakersfield hockey team took the Pacific Division title with a 6-3 win over Ontario Reign Saturday night. And last night, the team picked up its 3rd straight win to close out the regular season, beating the Stockton Heat 3-2. Bakersfield is now seeded first in the upcoming Calder Cup playoffs. The first 2 games are expected to be played Friday and Saturday in Colorado. And Game 3 will be a home game at Rabobank Arena on Tuesday, April 23rd. Tickets are now on sale.